Okay, snap check is over and done with. Um, everything seems to be, well in order. Um, Welcome back, everybody. We just finished our, mystery game hour, segment of tonight's GL Live, stream. And now we're going to be going into our main attraction, our hopefully final push, our final uh, uh, part of Donkey Kong Country 2. Now, the way I'm going to do this is we're on pretty much the last area now. But I have, if you remember, I have a 102% completed file here. So if we manage to get to, pardon, if we manage to get to Captain K. Rool, the part 1, tonight, and beat him, I'm thinking what I might do is give the Lost World levels a good try. But if we have some trouble finding Creme coins and stuff, because finding the Creme coins in this game can be pretty tedious. We can always go to this file and just play the Lost World levels, and then fight the final boss and get the true ending. So I'm hoping that within the next 2 to 3 hours I'll be able to at least beat K. Rool 1, and then, be able to be like, okay, we got an hour left, let's just go ahead and go right to this file and see the actual the quote unquote true ending, because I don't feel like collecting all these coins. So let's go ahead and oh yeah, we're over here. To start off, let's go ahead and grind for some extra lives here. Get the bananas here. I wanted to, as I've said during the last two Diddy's Conquest streams, I've wanted to try to do this as close to how you would do it on your actual Super Nintendo as possible. So, no save states or anything. And I was thinking about trying to find all the Creme coins normally, but I don't feel like looking at a guide, and I don't feel like pixel hunting for the last few, because some of the ones are just, as I've mentioned before, some of these Creme coins are way too difficult to find without a player's guide. And I don't want to. I have everything set up here. I don't want to have to move away from the microphone and go to GameFAQs or something, or go to the Donkey Kong Atlas Country Atlas and look up all the more cryptic secrets. I mean, I would like to go back and try to find as many as I can. But luckily we do have a completed file, so we don't have to waste too much time with doing that. I don't think we need to have another, like, a part 4. And I don't want to have 4 parts. I want to make this playthrough a nice, good 3-parter. So hopefully I can finish the last area and go ahead and beat K. Rool, and then we'll go ahead and try to unlock as many Lost World levels as we can normally. But when we get to like the last half hour, 40 minutes of tonight's stream, I'm thinking we'll just move over to the completed file and beat the Lost World levels that we weren't able to um, unlock in this on this save, and then just go right to Captain K. Rool Part 2. I think that'll work a lot better. Okay, over here, up here, up here. Right. K. Rool's Keep. So there's about 5 levels, 5 stages on this map. But then you have like 2 extra stages before you actually fight K. Rool proper. Alright, so go ahead and go ahead and jump up. I guess we'll just go ahead and use Dixie. Come on, Dixie. Ah, ow. Oh no, no. Oh wait. We managed to catch her, so we didn't. Or no. There was a barrel there. That must have been why. Here, and so now we're going to switch the fish. Switch to unguard. Oh. Boom. There. I knew there was a secret somewhere. A fishy secret somewhere in this stage. Go ahead. I don't think you need to collect all of them. You just need to get the number down. Yep, there we go. There, got that. I'm glad they brought back this this character from the first this animal buddy from the first game. He was one of the better ones, but I still miss the ostrich. Now, what I know is that in the Game Boy Advance version, there are levels with the ostrich. They bring Espresso, the ostrich, back for the GBA version. I'm wondering if and when we get to Donkey Kong Country 3, here on the live streams, I'm wondering if we should just go ahead and load up the Game Boy Advance version in my my digital backup, legally acquired digital backup player, and just go ahead and stream the GBA version and take note of all the differences. But speaking of digital backups, apparently there was a situation recently where Nintendo took down if I'm correct, it was a player's guide from that was exclusive to Japan. That was released back in 1996. It was like a complete player's guide with official renders and artwork and stuff. I'm not sure how official it was because it was a Japanese player's guide, and sometimes those guides were often farmed out. Like making player's guides back in those days in Japan was often farmed out to other publishers in Japan. It was a very big industry for a very long time. And to some extent it still is. But apparently Nintendo cease and desisted or DMCA'd somebody who uploaded a scan of that particular player's guide, and so that person took it down, had to take it down. But it really was a very strange thing for Nintendo to get upset about. It's a player's guide from almost 30 years ago that nobody even prints anymore. But I guess because it had official artwork in it, Nintendo was like, no, 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 you can't do that. And I don't know. I'm wondering if a lot of these DMCA's that Nintendo does, I'm wondering if it's all. I'm wondering how much of it is managed by bots, because they have to just have some bot that just sends these things out, because you almost have to think. In some cases, it's so the people getting the DMCA's are obscure enough that it really is. I guess I can't really imagine that there's a real person who is sitting behind a desk who has to just type in keywords and just find even the most obscure um, person, hobbyist or fan game creator or internet archivist who and just slap them with legal notices. I have like a part of me wants to believe that they just have like a DMCA bot that is always on autopilot, and they just pretty much let the bot do all the work, and they don't really even review any of these things before they actually issue their notices. Because I don't know, I just can't really believe that it's. I can believe it, but it's hard for me to believe that there's a team of people who are paid to just, who are basically paid to be that out of touch and just ridiculous. But I don't know. It's Nintendo. Maybe Nintendo has just realized that, hey, pretty much we can get away with everything because because our fans are just that loyal to us, that we can pretty much just do the most vindictive things imaginable to them in the most petty, arbitrary assaults, attacks on them, that and they'll love us for it. They'll continue to love us for it and continue to make excuses for us. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, they did the same thing too back when somebody got DMCA'd for making those Etika tribute Joy-Cons. And again, it's like, how could somebody be sitting there? How could somebody be sitting there at a desk and be be sort of taking those orders, and not really stopping to think, like, wait a minute, this seems kind of unnecessary. I don't know. Dang it! There, die. All right, go ahead and go that way. There, boom, gotcha. I wonder if the game audio is a bit too low. I was playing with the settings earlier, and I don't know. Right now, I'm thinking that the game audio might be a little too low right now. Maybe I should just hold on. Give me just a second. It's the audio levels are often different on different games, and I don't know. I wish there could be just a standard mixing, so you could always know what the audio level is going to be, regardless of what actual music is. Go ahead and do that. Here. There, that should be good. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Wait. Is this on the right way? Yeah. No, it's not. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if my theory is just my theory for a while has been that that Nintendo has basically DMCA bots, and they don't really have any very many human hands that review these takedown notices. They don't really have to pay anybody to review them, because they know that people are just going to kind of forget about it eventually anyway if it maybe doesn't make a mistake, because it's they're still kind of in the legal right. But they don't really have to have human hands manage it, because whatever PR hits that come from the bots being too strict, it's easily forgiven. Ugh. So if I think the way they probably see it is, okay, if for every one of 20 takedown notices, the takedown itself would result in some bad PR for our company, it's okay, because our credibility with the gaming public is stays high enough that these mistakes are just very easily forgiven. It might be a different case if it was something so egregious that, like, they had to issue press statements that uh, apologizing and explaining, yeah, this was just a mistake by an intern or by a bot or something. We're gonna go ahead and pay up. Here, Animal Antics. Which one was this? Oh, no, I don't like this one. This is the terrible one. But maybe it's better to get it out of the way now. You pretty much have to go as every animal through this stage, and it's pretty bad when you get to that parrot and the snake. All right, let's go ahead and charge up. Boom. Boom. It's some mad rhino skill there. Ah. Oh. Alright, let's see. Yeah, here's a secret over here. Did I get the K? Oh, I did. Okay. No. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, the Lost World levels don't have any, like, extra coins. I think they might have DK coins. But the DK coins are not that important. But... okay. We're doing it kind of the... No checkpoint either. You just have to do the whole thing again. I don't think there's I can't recall if there's a checkpoint anywhere in this stage. Before the end. I think you just have to do it all in one go, from Rambi to On Guard to the snake and Squawks and etc. And the parrot is just awful. I hate it. I don't really mind the stages with the parrot in the normal game, but this stage in particular, has some of the worst parrot physics, parrot action. Ugh. All right, let's go back. That. But who knows? It might be a little easier for me this time around. I know that the last time uh, the other parrot stage, the one where you're falling down, that was a lot easier uh, than some of my previous attempts. So maybe I'm used to it by now, and it'll only take a little bit. But it is probably better to get this one out, because this one just is probably the hardest of all the Lost World levels, because it comes so late in the game. Damn it. Ugh. I probably should have like supercharged it, like, and then just sped through. I think that's what they were counting on you doing. Ugh, you almost got me. Alright, you can't do that upward. Okay. Just spam Y. Now. Oh. I thought it was something else. Oh yeah, we have to do him too. I don't remember him being particularly difficult. Okay, there is a checkpoint. I was mistaken. I thought for some reason I was thinking that you had to do all of them, maybe it was just because maybe that was just because it's so late in the game. I assumed that would be like the added challenge. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, you can also redirect that upward. I knew you could do that with the platforms, but I didn't know, or I had forgotten that you could, excuse me, that you could also do it with the normal web shot. Take that. Just spam Y. And let's not bother with the banana coin. Ugh. Oh, the music in this area is it reuses something from, it's kind of like a remix of one of the tracks from DKC1, but I can't remember which track, what it's called. There we go. All right. So this is the parrot. Ugh. I kind of wish that the platform webbings could still hurt the enemies. I mean, it would make sense. They're balls. They don't really. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really shoot out at that much greater of a speed. I would have assumed that was possible. There are some things with this one in particular, but it's the case pretty much with all of them, where you kind of assume it's easy to assume that you know how the mechanics work, and then kind of get blindsided by something that oh, well, you know, I guess that wasn't, you know, what I thought was made logical sense. Darn camera. Camera troubles. Uh, it's easy in the Donkey Kong Country games to kind of think very logically about, okay, wouldn't this character or move hurt this enemy, or overcome this obstacle, and then just you can be misled by your own sense of logic. And I mean, I suppose that some of that isn't really, that's not like a fault of the developers necessarily. In some cases, that information is just something you have to intuit, um, or it's something that is in some way maybe stated like in the game manual or the guide. Take that. There we go. Just one web at a time. Whew. All right. Parrot time. I do not like this. Ugh. Ugh. And they don't give you a checkpoint. You have to do this thing with the spider all over again. I feel like they want you to just know when to fly so that the wind takes you through everything in a single go, just like how when you're when you're uh, when you're playing with Rambi. Before, you saw that I just used the charge technique to get through his section, or the section with the pufferfish that you can do it slowly and carefully, but you can just if you know what's ahead, just supercharge and you'll go right through. I get the impression that there's some of that going on with the parrot, but I'm too nervous sometimes to actually like take advantage of that. Okay, is the camera gonna go? No, they want me to do this. Yeah, okay. I can't remember if the third game has that issue with the camera, but I want to say that the third game didn't have as many issues in that area. I feel like by the third game, there was a lot of things that they optimized better, which makes, again, which, to not to beat a dead horse, but does make me wonder why the third game has developed the reputation it has. It's not really that different from this one. And arguably certain things it fixed as far as like some of the technical aspects. Go over here. All right, let's go. I think there might be something up there that I can get with the web platform. I'll try that if I die. I'll try that again. There we go. There. Ugh. There. Can't have more than 3 platforms, or 2 platforms. Alright. So what do you want me to do here? Do you want me to go against the wind, or... I think you have to... If you want to do it slow, you have to move against the wind. There we go. Yeah, see, you can, like, if you want to, like, try to, like, speed it. Ugh. I might just try to do it. I might just chance it. Yeah, they want you to do it this way, so that way the camera doesn't screw up. The game's been play tested well, obviously, but some parts it's like, okay, you play tested it in a very specific fashion, and so, you know, you're not giving me very much leeway here. There you go. Up. Alright. Doop. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's something up here. Yeah, there is. There's a bonus. Huh. Up here. Bam. Bam. Boom. Alright, yeah, go ahead and waste 3 seconds doing that. That's stupid. There's no reason to do it like that. Alright, so just gotta try to do it faster with the spider. And... damn it. I already messed it up. Ugh. At least I'm getting the bananas, so that means lives. Okay. Ah. There. Ugh. Get that. Please don't tell me they respawn. Okay, good. Oh, that's stupid. not gonna make it. I'll make it with the spider, but I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Okay. Ugh. Let's try it again. There we go. Crap. Take that. Jump up. Jump up. It's the temple music. That's what it is. It's the track. This track, the forest track, is a slightly reworked version of the temple music. Okay, jump right here. There. There. Just take time. Here. Time. There. Whew. Alright. So, I just need to, Oh! There. I don't want to have to deal with that. Ugh. Well, we got all the bonuses. I do not enjoy this one. But if we get it out of the way, that might make getting the other ones, finishing it up with the other ones easier. So, it, you know, like I was saying, it's probably best that we get this one done first. Nope, look at that slowdown. You didn't play test this very much, did you? You wanted me to go down there and do it your way. That's kind of that's something I do kind of hold against this one compared to the other two, just because you can tell that there's just not always a lot of leeway given to the player. Oh. I wonder if she's streaming. Probably not. All right. But yeah, this one, I think what makes it very much more difficult is just the fact that things are obviously play tested in very precise ways, and they don't like the developers want you to do things uh like this particular way that they've play tested for. And if you try, even though you might, like, if you try to sort of do it another way, if you try to like follow your own intuition, you're sometimes, it feels like you're punished more than you should be. You know, or as you just saw right there, obviously the game it wasn't even obviously the game wasn't even meant to really work like that. Like, they were expecting you to go down there and take care of all those guys, and that was the only way that they had really play tested it for. Otherwise, they might have noticed, hey, it slows down too much here. Let's go ahead and change something. The other ones, I feel like they don't do that as much. There's a lot. They're much more flexible. I feel like that was just luck. No. No, God. But with Donkey Kong Country 2, there are a lot of moments where it just feels like the developers are wagging their finger at you, being like, no, 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 you have to do it this exact way. Why you have to do it that way? Because we just arbitrarily decided that that would make it more challenging, not because it makes logical sense. And, you know, that was the goal. It's like I mentioned in the first, when we first started, that there is a bit of a sense that, hey, Nintendo wouldn't let us make Donkey Kong Country 1 as hard as we wanted it to, so we're going to really overcompensate with this one. And then by the time you get to the third one, they're kind of like, yeah, maybe we went a little overboard. Maybe we can kind of switch up the difficulty and make it more about solving like a puzzle rather than just, oh, do this precise jump in the precise way that we play tested for because we said so. I mean, obviously that's not like universal in this game, but you can tell there are moments like that, and it gets irritating. Because right now it's a case where the challenge here is that I understand the concept. You know, I get it. I get when I get what the developers want me to do, or I get the theme here. I get the I understand what the theme is for this part of the stage. Uh, I know what you want me to do. You just want me to switch left and right very like in a very precise fashion like this. So, or you want me to just like chance it. Yeah, okay. Take care of that. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, and I feel like when we played Donkey Kong Country 1, um, there might have been moments where, okay, there was a sort of intended way to do this level, but I found a kind of hacky way to do it. And the only reason I was able to do it like that was because I've played this level so much that I've uh, uh, that I know these tricks. You know, I kind of, you have a good sense of how the game plays, so you can stretch its boundaries. And this one is more tightly designed, but sometimes you have to understand that word tight. I think we sometimes can use that term tight design like it's a term like, oh, tight design is necessarily better. Not necessarily. Sometimes you want to be a little more flexible. Sometimes you want a more you want more elasticity. I think in Donkey Kong Country 1 what they do is they put you through this trial where they expect you to do it the intended way, like their very specific intended way. Um but they don't necessarily they don't necessarily go like with the first game, it doesn't seem like what they do is well, let's go ahead and do this. Crap. I need lives. But in the first, oh, more wind. Oh well, it was called Windy Well. I should have been prepared. But in the um, in the first game, it feels that like, okay, you have the intended way to do this level, you have the professional way to do this level, and then you kind of have like the hacky speedrunner way to do this level, and you might actually have like three different ways of like one or two other ways of doing it uh, that that sort of fall into those general categories. They don't necessarily try when they were. I got the impression with the first game that they weren't necessarily trying to eliminate every little like contingency that would push you to that you might chance upon or that you might experiment with and find, like that you might find while experimenting. That doesn't feel to me like they got rid of every little thing there that would okay, are we going up? Okay, there we go. It doesn't feel like they when they were playtesting that one that the goal was necessarily to, okay, anything that gets in the way of this of the regular way of doing it, like the quote unquote intended way that we initially designed this level around, like everything around, like all the obstacles around, get rid of it. Whereas in this one, it feels like that they did that much more often, at least for certain stages. If you go against the intended route, you're punished. And it's much more noticeable in some of these later stages. Especially because this one you're kind of just on rails. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. But with the third game, because they focused more on on sort of this mini game puzzle kind of aspect, I think they were able to be a little more like uh, they were able to find a better balance there. Because both this one and the third game share that in common, where there is that emphasis on do it this way. Uh, There's not really as much of a there's not as many variables that you can take advantage of. But in the third game, because you have that, it's almost like a puzzle platformer. You feel like it's a test of logic. Whereas here, it's just like, oh, you just you didn't notice our super tiny hitbox, or you didn't notice that the wind changes here. How could you? I'm not trying to like the dog on this game though. I'm just, obviously you get frustrated, but also as I've said before, I feel like this one has sometimes, I don't like it when you have these dogmas in video game culture where it's like, this game was good, this game was bad, this game, this game, you have to agree that this one is better than the other one. I mean, I don't like it when people do that, because a lot of times the people who do that don't really a lot of times the people who do that don't necessarily form that opinion independently. They form that opinion watching, YouTubers or other YouTubers or streamers, and also just because, oh, I guess this is just what the general consensus is, and so I'm just going to agree with it. I think, sometimes doing that is okay. I think if you're, if it's just all in jest. You make fun of this game for being bad, even though you've never played it, because it's, sort of the butt of jokes, and you're not trying to be serious or anything. You're just, having a lark. But, there's some people who there's some people who will also go the opposite end as well and just be complete contrarians. Yeah, tell me this. Finding these aren't necessary, but they will be useful if you can. Oh yeah, I already knew that. I'll go ahead and just buy that because I got the coins. But yeah, I mean, there's some people who will just sort of, okay, this is the general consensus on what games are good and what games are bad and why this game is better than the other game, or why I should say this is the best of this series. And I'm not going to question that. I'm not going to really question that because I don't want to actually have to defend. I don't want to actually have to defend myself and have that pressure put on me. And then you have the other people who will go the complete contrarian direction and just be like, well, a certain types of people like this thing, so therefore I have to say it's bad, and a certain group of people a certain group of people dislike this thing, so I have to say it's good, because I have to be some kind of like renegade, some sort of pioneering renegade who always has something new to say, and it focuses more on just the newness or the novelty of what I'm saying rather than the correctness of it. You don't want to go that direction either. You want to just be able to, sometimes you just have to shut everything out. You just have to shut everything out and form your opinions in a bit more of a vacuum. From my opinions, I like to think I'm not totally innocent of being influenced. Obviously, nobody is, and sometimes it's okay to be influenced. But depending on the context. But you don't. I like to think that I form my opinions. I don't form my opinions hastily. I think that's the key. Is just not being too hasty to affirm or deny something, and just kind of thinking, okay, am I being influenced by somebody by a trend or by a certain person to say, to affirm or deny this thing, or and if I am, can I be certain that that person knows what they're talking about, and how do I express my own take on this if asked, without really seeming, because I think what it is that everyone wants to feel like everyone wants to appear like they form their opinions completely independently without being influenced by anybody. Everything, you have this urge sometimes to want to appear like this knowledge of mine, or this take of mine comes from my own like intuition, my own sort of blessed intuition or intelligence. But really, a lot of times, even in things that deal with like hard physical facts like math and science, a lot of times you might only know something not because you've looked through a microscope and studied it yourself, like actually observed the phenomenon yourself, but because you read it in a book, just like probably 90% of everyone else who went to school and just had to write that, just had to be like, okay, well, this is what the teacher says is true. I've never tested it myself, but I don't see any reason to question it. I don't see any reason this person would lie to me, and that's perfectly acceptable. That doesn't make you like dumb or like or just like a sheep or whatever. But as I was saying, in general, we a lot of times want to appear like we form our opinions just totally independently. But the reality is we're all influenced to some degree, and it's just and that's not a bad thing. You just have to understand. Okay, at what point do I need to question this influence? And in the case of what I was just talking about with like video game hot takes, I think the trouble is that the trouble a lot of times when you say this game is bad or this game is good or this game is universally, anyone who has a modicum of gaming sense knows that Mega Man X3 is better than Mega Man X2, or vice versa. That a lot of times with video games, with stuff like video games or even just media, there's a lot of experience that is presumed when you say that. So if you've never played Mega Man X3 and you say Mega Man X3 is better than Mega Man X2 or X1, you're basically lying, because the presumption when anybody says that, you have to think about it like that. Would somebody, if I said this, assume that I played both games logically? Would they logically assume that I played both games, and compared them side by side myself? The assumption usually is that, oh, this person is saying that because they did that. So if you're saying that and you didn't do that, then you're a liar. So I think that's where the line a lot of times is sort of drawn, I think, for a lot of people, including, and I think it makes sense. Okay. There we go. All right, I've got to just pay attention. No more talkie. No more talkie. We can do this. We can do this. Yes! Yeah. Alright, but now I'm really scared because there is no checkpoint here. So if I screw up, I'm gonna have to do that again. Oh, I thought... Damn it. Ugh, I'm not doing that right. I'm gonna go back to K Rool's Keep. So, Castle Crush. I can do this one. Get those bananas. They give you a lot of bananas in this one. This one's very lenient. I think this might be my favorite one of the of these of this area. Again, it's a bit on rails, but you know there's cool. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. As strangely enough, there's a lot of fun things to do in this particular stage. If I remember correctly, it might be the other castle stage I'm thinking of, but that's the one with the chain climbing, and I don't think I enjoyed that one very much. Oh, give me that. Oh. Bananas. Ugh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get that B. I think if you're good enough, you can leap up, you can do that and kind of take out all of them and just get a head start. Oh. Here we are. I think I pretty much, most of the time, any level with Rambi other than the Animal Antics stage is my favorite. You know, or it ends up ranking very highly in my personal grading of Donkey Kong Country levels. There we go. Get the bananas. That. That. Ba 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 ba. Here we are. Ugh. Get those. Get that. Got it. Give me that. Good way to get bananas. So, I mean, this one, I feel like some of the bonuses here, well, no, at least this bonus. In general, this stage, I think, is just one of the better ones. I'd probably rank this as one of the top, I don't know, 15 stages in this particular DKC. I feel like, how long did it take me to beat this last year when I was playing? I don't know. Ugh. It took me a few tries, if I remember right. Ah. Oof. Nope. Oh. So I think they come out the opposite end. Yeah, here we are. Ah, damn. Come on. Boop. That. That. Get that. Come on. Boop. That. That. And right here. Boom. Nice-oo. Oh. Okay, well, I just gotta try to... Ugh. Here we go again. Get that. Let's go ahead and get the parrot. I kept forgetting to get him again. Bananas. Oh, yeah. Here we are. We don't need to come here again, but we can get some bananas. I think Funky Kong opens up after this stage, so if we can make it, then we can head back to the galleon and grind for lives. I would say that they should have made it so that if you went back into the bonus rooms and got the Creme coin again, it didn't give you a Creme coin, but maybe gave you some bananas. That would incentivize players to try their hand at a bonus room that maybe they were having trouble on, but it's like, oh, I need extra lives and to continue, so I'm gonna have to go through this again and try it and try to pass it. Boom. 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 Okay. Alright, so don't do that. Ooh. Ah. I hate when they do that. Okay. Back over here. But you can kind of see what I mean. Even here in this level, I mean, like I said, I like this level, but it could use another checkpoint, or maybe, or just end the level sooner. You know, I've already like it's like I've already gotten through the you know, a fair share of the big obstacles. You know, it's like I get what you wanted me to learn how to do, so I'm here. You know, you're kind of in that situation. You're in a situation sometimes where it can feel like, hey, okay, I get it. I'm you wanted me to learn this particular skill, and I learned it. So just go ahead and, you know, if you have any more to teach me, save it for another stage. So that way I can just you know, mosey along. Mm. Ugh. What do you expect me to do? Oh. Ugh. I just have to... There's just a delay there. There's a bit of a delay when they throw it that, you know, you gotta get the jump at the right time. Come on. Kind of want to see it. Wonder if I could save it. Nah. Diddy's roll is a little faster. I think I should stick with him. I kept switching to Dixie because, I don't know. I didn't want to. I thought it was be more efficient in case I took a hit. But if Diddy's the best suited for this area, I should just use him. Ah, I say that and then that happens. All right. All right. Got it. Got it. Got it. Ooh. All right. Damn it. Damn it. There. I hate that it stops like that. That is so stupid. They knew. They knew that's what it would do, and they thought, well, that makes it harder. So leave it in. Makes it harder, and it throws off their rhythm. So just you know, just keep it. Hey, at least it's no animal antics. This one shouldn't take too long as I don't get sidetracked. I'll just go through it. I'm not gonna look for any bonuses. Forget the bonuses. I don't need them right now. We gotta save our buddy Donkey Kong so he can sing his heart out. Go ahead and save. Good luck, children. We talked about it a little before, but how Wrinkly Kong dies, and becomes a ghost by the time you get to Donkey Kong 64. But the way in which they do it is she just ends up showing up all the time anyway. She just ends up showing up all the time anyway, so you'll be playing Donkey Kong like Jungle Climber and she's right there the whole time, like floating as a ghost next to Cranky, and it's really weird. It's like, okay, if you were just gonna have her like show up all the time and just more or less live normally, then what was the point in killing her? But then in Donkey Kong 64, I think the dialogue is that, oh, I left behind my physical body, so I wonder if that was just like, okay, well, she didn't really die, she's just like technically astral projecting or something. She's in the spirit world. I don't know. I need to make a video about Donkey Kong lore. Well, good thing we saved. That means we'll get a new set of lives. Got that. Up we go. What? Oh, wait. There's a secret right here, I think, but I don't want to bother with it. I don't care. I just want to get through here. Yeah, go ahead and just make it travel the whole distance, right? It's like, hey, Chris, Mr. Stamper, do you think that maybe the pufferfish needles should phase out eventually instead of just going the whole way? Nah, it'll be harder if you leave it like that. Just make them go in. Just make them fly infinitely. And make sure that the CG, that the grayish white CG perfectly blends in with everything, no matter what stage it is. That'll make it harder. As long as it's harder, that's okay. There you go. I do like how this level does that with the ice. That's really cool. A lot of the stages I think in K. Rool's Keep are generally speaking, you know, have a lot of cool cool things about them. A lot of neat tricks when it comes to how you either like maximize your collecting or just how you progress in the as far as like the skills that they're expecting you to use. But you know, as we've seen with some of them so far, there are elements where, as I was just joking earlier, you know, I do feel like, oh well, it's harder, so I mean, leave it in. It's okay. Ah. Yeah, like I like doing stuff like that. You know, it's fun to do, and it makes you feel like, you know, you do have that sense of a, like, yeah, you know, I know how to play. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm becoming the the Kong master. But, you know, but stuff like, oh, just, you know, make the pufferfish needles fly infinitely. Uh, uh, you know, don't fix the stop on when they throw the hooks and the thing is coming up. Let the pause happen and leave it in. It makes it harder. Just make sure it's hard. Sometimes that is oh, that's right. And you're supposed to jump in that barrel with Dixie. It's like, hey, the stage already this stage takes like, you know, eight minutes. You know, should we trim this part even? Should we trim this middle part since it has nothing to do with the theme? No, just, you know, leave it in there. It'll make it harder. If you can't make it harder, make it longer. Sometimes it just feels like you have that philosophy going, that kind of thinking going on. Alright, barrels. Barrel. I'm not gonna make this the funny Star Fox joke. I used to have a friend who would do that all the time, and it irritated me. And maybe that's why I never found it funny. I mean, I found the voice clip funny, but just repeating the peppy hair quote. Anytime someone said the word barrel or the R word, the ROLL word. But yeah, that particular friend, he's you know, he's no longer with us, so I'm not gonna. I don't feel right talking too much about him, but I just remember that was something he did that was that he would do all the time that irritated me, and it just that particular friend had a habit of making a lot of those early meme things ruin it, like not Not really ruining them for me, but just kind of like making me like get much more fed up with them uh, than than I might have if I was just hearing it every now and then out in the wild. Yeah, go ahead and take my bananas. Oh my god, what is this? I will say that that what I like about this one is there's a couple little different pathways you can take to go up this area. Like I could have gone through the bee area here, but instead I went through the vulture area. And it's not just a matter of finding an extra secret. You just have a freedom to choose, and you don't really have a lot of that in some of the levels in this particular entry. So it's very much appreciated when you have a stage like this that lets you take one or like more than one single route to progress. Ugh, I didn't mean to do that. Take that. Bam. Just go up, go up, go up, go up. If I remember... Yeah, there you are. Come on, Dixie. So let's go ahead and go this way. We'll wait for them to come back down. All right, here we go. Got it. See, that's nice. It's nice to have an option like that. Oh, crap. Oh, ah. No, now I have to do that all over again. Ugh. All right. Back to Clapper's Cavern. Gee, Chris, don't you think having the bees all over those chains is enough? No, put the sword guy right there. It'll make it harder. Ugh. Gosh, Mr. Stamper. Do you really think the pink fish should be able to kill them in the auto barrel? Yeah, it makes it harder. Do. Oh, come on, get on there. Speaking of that fish, if you play, is it? I think it's Donkey Kong Jungle Climber, the first one for Game Boy Advance. They tried to redo because that was the first. That was like the first one of the first Donkey Kong games that they made after some time. At least that was in a more 2D style. And they try to replicate with the game in the Game Boy graphics, right? They try to replicate the style of they try to replicate the style of they try to make the certain sprites look similar to how they look in these games, just without the 3D the silicon graphics polish, right? And there's one of the fish, that particular fish model in the water levels, that looks atrocious. Like the game generally looks okay for a 2D game, and especially for a Game Boy Advance game. But there's some nasty looking enemy sprites when they try to like replicate the whole DKC look and feel. Oh, darn. Oh, ugh. Oh well. Back to chain link chamber. I think if you have Diddy, you if you have both Kongs, you can kill these guys by throwing one of the characters at them. I know you can jump on them in some levels. Oh crap. No. No. Give me that back. Yeah, so we got to see those guys. They're the they're the ones that if they bump into you, they knock out your lives, just like the yellow ones knock out your bananas. Now I'm gonna do it. Yep, I knew there was one right here. Here we go. Was it find the token or destroy the enemies? I don't remember. No, it was find the token. Let's try that one more time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it for I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to K. Rool for tonight, just because if I had been able to start the stream earlier, if I didn't have the issues with the capture device, you know, I would have had an extra hour. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just go ahead and go overtime a little bit. I mean, it's not like anybody's really watching me right now anyway, so, I mean, if I just feel like playing the game, I can just play it. Alright, so... You go that way, and then I go this way. Ugh. You just don't go up fast enough, or go across fast enough. And... Ah! Okay, grab it. Alright, so now we got both Kongs. We're good. No, 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 no. Yeah, straighten my back a little. Feeling a little, ugh. That, oh. I just, what? Ugh. Gee, Chris, should we make the hitbox to move to the left on the chain a little wider? No. No, it's fine. It makes it harder. Ooh. Nope. Alright, good. Got that. Please just grab it. Alright. Okay, let's go this way. Nah, maybe we shouldn't. Anyhow, you can kind of see the you know, some of the problems I'm joking about here, where it's just that some of these things where it's like, that doesn't feel like the fault was my skill level. That just feels like I don't know, some kind of tiny little thing, some kind of tiny little like error that you left in because there was a higher chance that, you know, it would trip me up. Like there's a lot of times in this one in particular where it feels like I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I'm not dying like, I didn't die right, at that point or this point because I don't understand how to play the game, or because I didn't understand what the solution was. I'm dying because you made sure you didn't want to make the hitbox or the command window larger, or um, or you threw in this thing here where it feels like, uh, uh, where it feels like there's no reason for you to do that other than just to increase the likelihood that I'm not going to be able to foresee that, so I'm more than likely gonna lose a life, or it's like, oh well, you didn't get it right the first time, so that means you're not going to be able to get it right at all. Give me my bananas. Like in the caverns, in the ice caverns we were just in, that was the case with that fish. You had to get in the automatic barrel and it shoots you up, but then if you kind of miss and fall back into the barrel, you're not safe. It's just going to kill you anyway, because it's like, well, you didn't do it the first time. You didn't do it right the first time, so you have to die and go all the way back. And I don't know. I guess some people would say, well, that's the way NES games were, and I don't know. I mean, maybe, but sometimes here in this game it feels more like, them just being kind of trollish. Whoa, where'd you come from? Just... See? I feel like I should have been safe there. Or at least give me a checkpoint. Come on. Come on, bros. Come on, Rare. No. Oh, wait, no. Okay. I had to think for a second. I was like, maybe I could go right there and duck. I know there's a hole there. Like, no, they go down that hole. So, where do we have to start from? Yeah, right here. Oh boy. I'll go this way. This is... Give me those. Yeah, there, grab it. Alright. No! Ah! Gosh, Chris. Do you think maybe we should reduce the number of frames in that climbing animation when they're going from left to right? No. It makes it harder. I know throughout the game we have them have to make, like, split half-second decisions, but, here, they should be able to figure out exactly where they need to go, like, 5 seconds in advance. But just this part. Now we're back to precision. Ah. Just hold the Y button so the speed increases. There you go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. What? So did it just respawn? That's I think that might be another thing this game's a little inconsistent on, is when and where enemies actually respawn. Because it feels like some levels you just kill the enemies and they never come back. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just, maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like there's some levels where the enemies respawn after you kill them if you go off screen, and other ones they don't. And it's a little I have to go back and check, because I feel like, has it been consistent this whole time and I just haven't noticed because I haven't had as much trouble with it? Ah. All right. Let's go to the Clapper's Cavern so that way I think I'll be able to get some more bananas and junk here. Here we go, come on. I should probably get the, Okay, so I believe there was something over here. Here we go. There. Just so this backwards trip isn't wasted. Alright, give me the bananas. Up. No! No! You... Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't... I'll have to censor that out. I'm trying not to... use as much strong language. Just for personal reasons, not for any, like, you know... Not for any like YouTube business sort of reasons. Oh, well, at least I got that. All right, trying to get some. Got to get some more. So we're gonna have to do it again. As long as you don't make those like those completely, like, as long as you don't make those mistakes, right, where the game really doesn't want you, where it's a total gosh, what's the word, where it's like all or nothing, then you should be good. It's just that I think that like there's some levels here. I was mentioning just a moment ago. There's some levels in this game that have some inconsistent themes, because they want you to do this, and then like right here now we're with the swordfish, but then we go back and then the pink fish is after us again. There's things like that in this game where sometimes to extend the length of the level they kind of decide, okay, well, we're gonna abandon the theme, or either the core skill we want them to use, or the theme that we're going for, in order to stretch this level out longer. Oh. A drink. So watch, I'm gonna lose everything. I'm gonna lose all my lives trying to get lives. Just get that. Jump up. Go ahead. Oh yeah, and because Clapper, it's called Clapper's Cavern. Yeah, and then suddenly you're using Unguard. Oh. God, this is so stupid. Go. Get that. Alright, well, at least we have enough to save. So even if we lose our lot, even if we die here, at least we got the coins. Do it. Go. 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 Boom. Nope. Oh. Perfect. There you go. Oh. All right. So we're safe. Let's go back to the Chain Gang Palace. climb these climb these chains. These chains. Get that. Okay. Alright. Come on. Oh. I have a good feeling about this run. Oh. No. All right. And now. Oh. And watch, they're going to be back. There they are. Yep. Sometimes he makes it, and sometimes he doesn't. Oh. Give me that. No! Oh. Go down, go left, go right. Just wait. Got that. All right. Going back up. We'll just do it this way. There and there. Got it. Okay. So then we do go over here. Get the O. So I remember the pattern here is this way. Ah, went too fast for you, huh? Didn't expect me to go that fast. Let's go this way. There's more bananas this way. We'll go over here and then go right there. Bam. Now watch, he'll respawn, right? Okay, so he doesn't respawn. Why? No. It was this way. What? I was... Go down. Thank you. Jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. No, jump down. Up. 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 Here. Now, if I remember right, yep. Here you are. Get that. And now. Here. Get that. There you go. A lot of it is just designed around, okay, just keep moving. Gosh. I'll go back down and get him. They don't come up, do they? They don't come back up. No, of course not. It's harder. It's harder that way. Have expected one to come. No. Finally. There. I was half expecting a vulture. Oh, there's a bonus over there. I was half expecting a vulture to come out from the left side and just go right into you. All right, Swanky, thank you. Yeah, give me that. What is the name of this area of the island? K-Rool's Keep. Here's the next one. What is the name of Old Man Kong who lives in a monkey museum? Cranky. Which of these also appeared in Donkey Kong Country? Meek the Rat, Zinger the Wasp, Kanan the Crocodile, Zinger. I always forget they're supposed to be wasps, not bees. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Maybe they're used interchangeably in the Donkey Kong in the Donkey verse. All right, take me away, Funky. Let's go back to the galleon. I sure do love living so close to an airport. Pirate Panic. Here, get this. Give me the free life. Boom. Okay. Coin. Ugh. Might have to take a little break though, in just a minute, just to stretch my back and everything. Go. There we go. Got him. Let's do it one more time. We're gonna need these lives. Oh. Damn it, did he? Get up. Alright, come on. Charge up. And move. Oh. Nice. Nice-oo. Higher plane, and we're off. back to the keep. So what's next? I think we have 2 more? No, it's this one, and then there's 2 more after this, and then it's K. Rool. We're almost there. We're gonna go ahead and try this. We don't need to save just yet. I don't remember disliking this one as much as the chain one. I think it's this one and the chain one that I like. I like the chain ones. Like I said, I like the idea of having more than one route to the goal, but to get to the goal. But I think this one and the chain link one are just kind of, they just grate on my nerves way too much. All right, I'm not fast enough. Yep, and you know, and again, it's I don't know. I feel like there were a couple levels in DKC 1 where it was very much, oh, something's chasing you, or there was the one with the big stone thing that was chasing you, with the naughty in it, and it was a big disc. You know, you have stuff like that in DKC 1, so I can't really fault DKC 2 for having, you know, something that crawls up like this, but you know, it's the same thing. You get 2 hits, it crawls up. It crawls up or chases you, it damages you, and you get, you know, if you have both Kongs, you get 2 chances. I do feel like, though, it's very hard to recover in this one. Like, compared to the level in DKC 1 that I just mentioned, it feels a lot harder to come back if you make a mistake. I think I do like this one better than the chain link one, just because, you know, the snake is fun to control. Ugh. They really want you to do it at a very specific pace. But if you can get ahead... Ah! Ugh. I can feel it. I can feel the gamer rage building up in me. Ugh. The gamer rage is building, and soon I won't be able to control my I won't be able to control my mouth as it hurls all sorts of obscenities. That is dumb. Did you see that? It just recycled. Jump. You gotta press the B button right when you hit him. Jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. Get up there. Guess I gotta... Okay, yeah. Just hold the Y button. Sometimes, though, it's like... If you're gonna have me holding the Y button all the time, just make the Y... the speed... That the default speed. Why even have, like, an extra dash? Just make that the default speed if you're just gonna have to hold it all the time. Because as we've clearly seen in Donkey Kong Country 2, you're gonna be much more so than DKC 1 and 3. If you stall, you're gonna be punished. So you're always gonna have your thumb on the Y button. The game actually punishes you if you take time to breathe and look at your surroundings. Much more so than any other DKC game. Or even probably Donkey Kong Land for that matter. Go. Oh, I should have gotten that. Ah! All right. All right. Just keep moving, keep moving. Charge. You have to get somewhat ahead of it so you can do that. Alright. Got it. Oh. Okay. Come on. Quiet dog, please. Please. Alright, now it's time for the parrot. Let's go. Oh, give me that. Just go ahead and go through. Yeah, whatever. No. Ugh. Alright, come on, let's go. Let's move it. Come on. There you go. Oh! I think I'm pretty far ahead of the goo. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, the goo. Go. Go. Oh, really? There is no need for that. There is no need for them to do 3 animals. If you want to make a 13-minute long level, just freaking pick 1 animal. That's a secret right there, but I don't care. I do not care. I just want to get this way. Get this way. Here we go. Bam. Okay. Not as bad as the chain level. You know, it's definitely higher up on the list for this area. But I just wish it was just a snake. Just stick to the snake. Here we go. There he is. Our boy. All right. We're almost there. We just have to... I don't want to go yet. I want to save. Yeah, it's a different area. So let's go ahead and go this way. We're going to go back here. Okay, all right. So, since we've gotten this far, it's getting a little late. I'm going to go ahead and just go through it. It probably will only take me like an hour at the most. So I'm gonna take a quick break first, and I'll be right back. So go ahead and mute the microphone, and I will see you in about and see anyone who stops in, because nobody's actually here. I'm just talking to myself. I'll see you in about like 15 minutes. No, 10 minutes.